there. Yeah, yeah.
So I just want to do another update on some sketches I've done on the sketchbook. Here's one, skull. And then just kind of add some extra stuff to use up the space. Here's a quick sketch I did of a face, real quick with a pencil, and then I went over it with a Sharpie. And then later I came back and did a gray tone using just a ballpoint pen. And I had bought a couple Sharpies. I thought they were just gray Sharpies, but turned out that they were metallic silver. So I didn't do the whole thing in metallic silver, just the eyes. Then I just did a bunch of other doodles, little cruiser type car. I like how the bird here turned out. The flower here turned out pretty good. Just some more random sketches. I like that one there. And here's a car I drew, dragster. The vehicle was actually more of almost a profile shot that I used for reference, and then I drew this perspective for it. Here's a Space Marine I did. This one, I originally started off with markers, I did pencil work real quick, just real basic outline, and then I did marker coloring and everything, but I didn't really like how the marker, I was using a Sharpie fine point, and of course I just got so many overlap layers on it that I just didn't like the way how the lines looked. So I went back over it with a colored pencil and just plastered in as much as I could for flats to get rid of that marker line. So, and then I re-outlined it with a black pencil. So pretty much everything is like a marker base with pencil on top of it. But once I went over it with a pencil, the best I could, I really like the piece now. And then just a quick sketch I did. You can see that there's even pencil lines still in here. I didn't even bother to clean it up. But just some flowers, grass, scene. Didn't really finish this. There's still this part here yet to do. But I really like the color, the blending I did with the purple, red, orange, and yellow. So, and then last but least, I have another artist trading card I did. Just kind of real quick did this one with a marker and colored pencil. And this area here with the wings just did the metallic Sharpie. And then I went over that with rose color markers. And that effect actually turned out pretty good with the metallic Sharpie and then the marker on top of that. And this blue here, again, was done with the fine tip Sharpie marker. And of course, got a lot of overlapping lines here. And I just kept on going over it to darken it a little bit. The top part was done with a rose marker, fine tip. The yellow part here was just done with a Sharpie marker. And then I went over that Sharpie marker with the Crayola. So this is kind of a mix of Sharpie color markers from Rose Art and Crayola color pencils. So that's it. That's all I got so far for recent additions to the sketchbook. Still working on some shading on that picture. I did darken this area here in the previous picture. That's probably about the only thing I went back on as far as for my old artwork. Okay, so here is another sketch that I have done. And basically I just did some quick pencil work. I know it's not quite fitting in here in the frame, but I don't really want to move my camera, so you're just going to have to bear with it. Pencil, marker. What I did is I inked it with a Tombow marker. I'll go grab it. So Tombow, it's kind of scratched off now, but basically it's got kind of a paint tip. You've might seen Crayola, they got some paint markers that are similar to this. This Tombow uses kind of an Indian ink. And it can get some pretty good detail, and it also can get pretty wide depending on how much pressure you put on it. I have a little problem controlling that pressure yet, so some areas where I don't want it to be a thick line, it got kind of thick. Then I just went over with a combination of Sharpie markers and Prismacolor markers. I think I used a Prismacolor for the two greens here. No, this was a Sharpie, that was actually a Blix private version of a marker. But oh well. And here's another quick cartoon picture I did. Guy with speakers. This one I just did a really quick light sketch, and then I inked it with the same pen, Tombow pen. The one problem with this piece was that I didn't give it enough drying time. You can see here he's got a little booger coming out of his nose. That's the other marker, Crayola markers, have a little bit more water to them, I guess, and it actually picked up the ink on quite a bit of the pieces here and moved it around. So this was just a really quick sketch. I didn't really spend much time in just the drawing part. The only area where it took more time was just filling it in with color. And here's a skeleton guy in a hoodie, / zombie. This here is mostly all pencil. I used a blending stick with this as well, blending stump, sorry. And I also used the Tombow pen here to darken in the darker areas. And I just did a light coat each time and build up the blackness. Just like everything on the piece as far as for the outline was redone with this, with the exception of the hoodie part does not have the inking done. The skull I did first, and then I went back later and added the hoodie stuff. But this piece is turning out pretty good. This is not done yet. I'm still going to work on darkening it some more. Probably will go over the hair area and maybe put in some detail with the eye once I get a little bit more comfortable with using the Tombow pen ink. Inking is not my forte, so I'm strictly just a pencil guy. So when inking, take some time. And here's just another quick flower deal I did real quick. This was done pencil, and then I went straight to color marker, no outlining or anything. And nothing special here. Just goofing around, working on my wing here. This body portion isn't in proportion, but this is all done with this is done with ballpoint pen. No pencil or anything, just straight going into the artwork.
But I'm liking this one a lot. It's turning out pretty good. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get these edited and get it on YouTube for you. Later.
Isn't there? Yeah. Instincts come into focus, so reason doesn't win the day. If honesty conflicts with morals, join me in some moral decay. My way is true, it waits for you.